Today we're taking a look at the International Transtar 2 Eagle from Schultz modding. This mod only includes one truck, but has tons and tons of customization for it. We start off with this, all of this is our base. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go through here and we are going to remove everything to start with. We'll go from there. There we go. We got everything removed. So we start off with 400 horsepower manual transmission, 755 liters of fuel, 99 miles an hour, 8.7 tons. Now, roof setup. You got your DjGoHam and you got your sleeper. You don't have to really worry about clearance for the back of it because everything that attaches to these will work perfectly fine whether you go for a day cab or a sleeper. So it doesn't matter. You do not need clearance for anything. It all just works. We're going to leave the sleeper on for everything that we show off today. As for engine options, we've got horsepower ranges all the way up to 1,600 horsepower. Still going 99 miles an hour, so still is much, much faster than the one in the base game. We've also got an 800 horsepower engine as well. It's basically doubling each time through. Dual exhaust options, yes or no, just adds a second exhaust around towards the side. The intake, we can change that up a little bit between Design 1 and Design 2 there on the side. We also have our sun shield in the front. Just kind of pops out a little bit, no biggie. Horn, yep, you can add those on the top as well. Plus we have additional lights. The first one is going to add 2 lights on the outside edges. Then we add the 5 in the center, and then all of them together. And then we have our design color. So this is cool. So paintable means you can paint everything. If you go with design color, you've just got beige on there. You've also got a couple other things here as well, including our different color options to go through. But I like the paintable one because I can go in here and paint whatever I want myself. Attachers, this is going to be the use case for your truck. So here we've got the short setup, and then we got the short setup without the deck plate. And then we've got a longer set here, again, without that plate on the top. And, well, beforehand, that's kind of where things stopped. But now we go crazy. We've got the X2 attachments. You can remove the top. And you even have the X3 attachment, which is what we saw in the preview, as well as without that top bit right there. There's another thing to note as well. It doesn't matter which one of these hitches you go for. Technically, they all have a fifth wheel on them, and they all have a pin hitch and a ball hitch on the back too. And anything that needs hydraulics or anything that needs a PTO will work too. Now, no 3 points, obviously, but you can probably get a hitch that hooks up from a regular trailer hitch to a 3-point. Boom, there you go. You got everything you need from there. Now, we also have the lift axle. However, showing off the attachers right here, we're not going to have a lift axle for that one, but everything else does. So if you don't want that super, super long truck right there, you could do that, and you've got lift axles for three of the 4 options. Then we get down to our colors. So we got our main color right here. We'll just change this up to a nice red, just so you can see what changes. Then we go for the frame itself. I'm going to change this to pink, just so you can see everything a part of the frame. But I would say most people probably keep this as a beige, or maybe even go a little bit more modern look and make it an onyx black. Finally, we have rim colors, the only 4 you need, baby, right there. And that is a pretty wild looking truck. I'm also utilizing the bulk truck bed pack from BC Bueller Farms, which is available on his itch page right now. If you guys want to check that out, will be for all platforms once it is out, but when I'm recording, it isn't. So if you wanted to get a hold of it, that's where you get it. And that pack also includes your X2 and X3 attachments. As a matter of fact, we're using the X3 silage boss on our Transtar 2 right now. And so for this, I just kind of wanted to show you how a couple things hook up. So this truck right here has the full 1,600 horsepower, rocking and rolling, going super duper fast. We do have our different light setups and stuff. I'll go ahead and turn those off, that way they're not blinking in your face here. Woohoo! And once we get up into a higher gear, it really takes off. As a matter of fact, we can kind of just show you that real quick. Check this out. So we'll go to here. There we go. And go. So we're off. Starts in a pretty high gear as well. And right here, it'll just go zoom. Yeah, the back part of 10th gear really hangs out. And then it skips everything, goes straight to 13. And there we go. There's our 99 miles per hour. Let's slow this thing down so we can make our turn. Again, yeah, once you get up to like a 40 or something like that, it kind of just jumps to 60 very quickly. Probably not a lot you could do about that, but it is fun. Oh, I love it. You can see I got a couple things hooked up here or shown off. Obviously, this does not have a fifth wheel on it, but if I did want to hook up to a semi trailer for whatever reason, I sent this to Schultz. I was like, look. He's like, yeah, enough to the little one. I think the truck's longer than the trailer is. It works just fine. Yes, it's silly, but also, yeah, it works. I mean, the truck's pretty maneuverable. I've got to hand it to it. I come right here, swing them around. Whee! Oh no! Ha-ha! Almost. And then we drop it. Cool. I had to know, so maybe excluding the ladder right there. I've definitely got the back of the things set up. I think maybe if you include the ladder, the truck's still a little bit longer. That's great. So here I've got another one. We've got our lift axle on there. That's going to be done with right bumper and down on the right stick. You can raise it, lower it, all on your lonesome. As far as it sits right now, I don't see any other animations, but I do have a couple things hooked up here to show you that you can hook up to. So this one, the first one, is the tiny little tipper trailer that we've got. But I thought this worked perfect because it's got a pin hitch. There you go. We got it hooked up perfect. And there is our hitch. Well, if I can see it down there at the bottom left-hand corner. Detach. Bam! And it goes away. In the middle, we have a cramp trailer with a ball hitch. And this one's the exact same. Bam! Got it. Now, I did want to try this on something that needed power. Of course, we do have, power lines, brake lines, and stuff like that going, but could we use it as a truck? We've got full working here, hooks up, and it even turns on. So will it work as a truck? Yeah, absolutely it will. Now jumping in here to take a look at a few things, mainly colors. So if we come in here to our design, so I've changed the main color to, actually let's change that to pink, and then our frame is bright green with rims as black. So we can see the designed color over here when we've hit paintable. Obviously, we've got green and pink. When we go over to beige, it's still showing us beige, brown, same, black's the same, and red is the same. So those colors, minus the rims, are the only thing that we're going to be changing here. I do want to check out the inside, though. Does look good, doesn't it? Yeah! That wheel's just spinning, man. Now, if you needed a refresher, here is everything we've got for the base game version. So, of course, we do have our day cab and sleeper. You got the tandem long and tandem short, but those were the only setups. Exhaust setup for duals. Yep, intakes were going to be the same as well. Sun shield, horn, additional lighting. Yeah, you had that. And then we had all of our colors, but we did not have one that we could color ourselves, because rims were the only thing that we could do then. So now we have extra beds. We have the ability to remove the cover on the back. And of course, we got those big old engines. So it is nice to have some new and different things. So there you go. There's your Transtar 2 Eagle from Schultz Modding. Also credited is BC Builder Farms and Chris S. from Chris S. and Riley S. I do want to thank Schultz for sending this over to show you guys ahead of time. I've been chatting with him quite a bit this weekend and talking about a few things. So if there's anything you'd like to check out, he is hanging out in my Discord, so you can find him there. We'll also leave a link to his itch down below. So there you go. That is everything I got for you. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day today. We'll catch you in the next one.